Right then, let's have a look at our grid then for X30 Juniors, and another 36 kart grid, very healthy grids for this one. Antonis Sofroniou and Jack Sherwood are going to be on row number 1. Alex Johnston and Benedict Davies, who will be looking to have a slightly better heat than last time, are on row 2. Row 3 will be Sam Shaw and Joshua Patterson. Row 4 is going to be Mackenzie Stevens and Luke Weston. Luke Watts and Lucas Ellingham make up row number 5, and then it's going to be Alex Moody, another driver who I think had to take to the pits in the previous heat, so he'll be looking for a good one, and Christian Brooks on row 6. Row 7 will be Hugo Gilbert and Macy Hitter. Hitter, another driver who had to come to a stop. I think there was a lap 1 incident that led to that. Oscar Joyce and Sam Baker make up row 8. Row 9, Zach Ripley and Harvey Roby. Row 10 to round out your top 20. Jake Yanagasawa and Charlie Field. Daniel Hackett and Thomas Mills will be row 11. Row 12, Mitchell Gibbons and Josh Agambar. Row 13 will be made up of Zaki Hussain and Remy Gilbert. Kian Gohill and Rowan Campbell-Pilling make up row 14. Row 15 is going to be Miles Turnbull and Louis Johnston-Cool. Row 16 is going to be Jude Furderhoff and Harry Cottrell. Michael Rapsey and Reese Newburn on row 17. Row 18, rounding out your 36 kart grid, is going to be Ellis Borchia and Lorenzo Cordal. There is Mr. Stu Stretton, a absolutely superb motorsport photographer. He's been kind enough to take several pictures of me he's photographed thousands of kart races. I just happen to have been lucky enough to have featured some in some of his shots. He's really good at getting a good motion blur effect on some of them, but he never managed it with me, presumably because I wasn't going nearly fast enough. But no, he does some fantastic motorsport photography. Do check out some of his stuff, and it's great to see him out in, I almost consider it to be his natural habitat, just sat in the outfield of a go-kart track. Yeah. Steve Littlewood saying, well done, Tommy, for the win that he just got in Junior Max. Really good drive there, took the pressure well. So that was really good. So we've got there's a question about track limits coming on YouTube. Now, I just want to make clear that there are certain parts of the lap where the officials are happy. So, for example, yeah, Whilton Mill making a really good point. We're currently reviewing how to make improvements, but there are some general rules that apply. So, coming out of Ashby, for example, that has always been a traditional thing that you can use a lot of the run-off corner at that hairpin, so long as you give racing room towards the end of that concrete runoff, so that people don't drop into. There's a little divot at the end of that concrete that you don't want people dipping into, because it can A, damage their kart, and B, if they really hit that sort of crater-like area, it will launch their kart a little bit towards the end. But yeah, Whilton Mill, though, in general, doing a bit of a review of track limits, quite how they're going to go about doing it, as they've just acknowledged to anyone who's watching the chat on YouTube. But certainly at Ashby Corner, that is the classic one where people, when they first watch it, go, hang on, that's quite wide, but that's okay. It kind of works quite well, I think, the exit of Ashby, because with Ashby, if you go too crazy, you will get penalised, because at the edge of that concrete, you know, that's a really nasty place to drop down a wheel if you go really wide there. So there's you know, it's not like an endless runoff situation there. But so as I say, Ashby as well, you can sometimes get a turn 2 as well. But good to see that Whilton Mill are you know, always looking at how they can improve things. And once again, a bit of a shout out to Whilton Mill Circuit and the Kart Club for getting us racing again. And this one could be interesting. I'm not sure my vocal cords are looking forward to this one, because last time these lot were out on track, it got a little bit frantic, didn't it, with 36 karts out there. Antonis Sofroniou in the 77, the gold and black helmet, is going to lead them away then, as it's already a full start. So something not right there. We did, I think, see a driver well off the back of the pack. I wonder if that's the cause of that one. So this one already, you can see the full start flag there, the green flag with the downward yellow chevron. I always think of that as we're going from green flag conditions down to yellow. They don't look like they've heated it in a way, but they've definitely passed several flag points now. So they should all be aware, and actually full start was being shown on the gantry and on the start marshal post almost before they crossed the start-finish line. So they've definitely all got the message now, but I have to say, whenever there's a full start with some of these fields, I do sort of go, they've all seen it, right? They're looking very racy for people who are trying to form up again. But here we go. So Antonis Safroniou in the 77 on pole. Alongside him is Jack Sherwood in the 78, or at least it should be. That looks like it might be Alex Moody. We'll take a look then as they cross the line. Here we go. It is Alex Moody starting from grid second, so not quite sure about that one, but we are in running anyway. Safroniou up the hill with pressure immediately from Alex Moody, and Thomas Mills, it looks like, is up into third place there as they all stream through Christmas Corner for the first time. We've got an issue there for, that looked like the number 36 of Sam Baker, so disappointment for him. He may take a very limited part in this. Alex Moody has got to the front though, for Safroniou down to third place. So Alex Moody and Thomas Mills up into first and second, and Thomas Mills is going to go straight for the lead here into the boot. Bold move down the inside and makes it stick. And Alex Moody can't respond. He's got to worry too much about those who are immediately behind him. And there is Sam Baker, unfortunately, out of the race in the 36 kart. Yes, indeed. And Ellis Borchia seems to be off the back as well, unless that's a transponder issue. Keep an eye on that one. But Thomas Mills in the lead. And there's a look here down these. Oh, and there's an issue there. That is Antonis Safroniou off. He recovers there, and also was Charlie Field there. Charlie Field was worrying about a move, and something had caused Safroniou to spin. I know, in fact, they came together because they were battling over third, of course. Third and fourth they were at the start of this lap. So incident there for Safroniou and Charlie Field. We'll have to see how far that's dropped them down the order, but it's still Thomas Mills at the front ahead of Alex Moody, and up into third. Is that, I think that might be Macy Hitter. We'll have to see. We cut back to a replay here, so you see Safroniou there, and there's a look there that is, yeah. So it was just a bit clumsy, really. That looked a little bit like Charlie Field may have just misjudged the braking with Safroniou right in front of him and tagged the back. So that was unfortunate there. Thomas Mills is in first, Alex Moody in second, Luke Watts in third, Mitchell Gibbons in fourth. And who's that? That's the 78 there. So that's issues there for Jack Sherwood, who considered going out and checking the woods that we have at the top of the circuit here, but thought better of it and returned to the track. Macy Hitter running there with pressure from, I think it was Alex Johnston behind. Luke Watts now up to second place. Macy Hitter had the pressure from Alex Johnston because Sam Shaw had got by. I thought that had changed a little bit. So now it's Luke Watts up into second place, the 37 there. And there is a move by the 21 of, I think that was, oh no, sorry, it's Harvey Reeve, I think, trying to go past Alex Johnston there as they come out of Ashby. And there's been a change for the lead. Excuse me, Luke Watts has got by Thomas Mills, hasn't he? So change for the lead. Luke Watts in the 37, now up to the lead of this race. Look at the skies darkening as well. We've had a little spattering of rain, tiny, barely enough. It just slightly affected the start of our Junior Max Heat 3. But I have to say, it's still looking fairly ominous. New leader of the race confirmed then. Luke Watts to the lead. Thomas Mills in second. Alex Moody still running in third. But is Thomas Mills going to have a go at getting this lead back immediately? Behind them, though, Alex Moody under pressure from Mitchell Gibbons. And Gibbons has got the job done, has he? Yes, he has. Nice move there, and Alex Moody has immediately got to worry about the likes of Zach Ripley and Sam Shaw behind him. But he gets back into the rhythm of things nice and quick. That's good to see. A little breakaway group of 6 here. And then there's Macy Hitter in 7th. Harvey Reeve has just got past Alex Johnston for 8th. And then a look there on Alex Moody by Mitchell Gibbons, and he's got the job done. Nice move there by the, excuse me, we've already seen, that's Zach Ripley getting by now. and Sam Shaw having a go as well on Alex Moody. So tough lap for Alex Moody. Said he got back into the rhythm quickly there as Mitchell Gibbons went by, but later on in the lap he was just able to be unsettled by Zach Ripley, and that allowed Sam Shaw through as well. So Alex Moody with a bit of ground to try and make back up here. Meanwhile, Thomas Mills keeps applying the pressure to Luke Watts at the head of this field. Further down the order, Harvey Reeby, Alex Johnston and Josh Agenbar just managed to get by Macy Hitter. This is what we're talking about, of, you know, drivers just get a bit upset off their line for a bit. They can lose out here. This is Mitchell Gibbons now under pressure from Zach Ripley. Further down the order, Lucas Ellingham, who had such good pace in the earlier heat, is going up the field down the inside there in paddock. Nice move by Zach Ripley to get past Mitchell Gibbons. But Mitchell, can he tuck under and maybe have a run up the hill to get back? Sam Shaw's behind him, he's got to be careful. Zach Ripley taps his head to say, let's work together, mate. Let's not lose time to the likes of Luke Watts and Thomas Mills ahead. And well, he might say that actually, because if those two start battling towards the end, and Sam Shaw now has a look down the inside of Mitchell Gibbons, and there is Alex Moody back into the scene. He's able to pick off Mitchell Gibbons, so now it's Mitchell Gibbons who drops down the order, gets unsettled offline, and he'll have dropped down now to 6th place as a result. And there's Sam Shaw, frustrated about something, but he's still very much in this race. All to play for here. So Sam Shaw in the 66, this blue and white car in the wheel tracks of Zach Ripley. Can see to confirm now, Mitchell Gibbons going down to 6th place. Lorenzo Cordal has got past Macy Hitter, and that's an issue there. Coming to a stop there is the number 13 of Zaki Hussein, so I'm afraid he's going to fall down your timing orders. I imagine that's him walking back. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he's gone off at turn 1, going into oblivion. Looks like he's gone straight on somehow and ended up on the grass. Down towards Osiers they come. Oh, and a move there. I was wondering, trying to pick out who that was. So that Lucas Ellingham maybe rising up through the order. He's been setting such good time, a 45.92, the fastest lap of the race so far. Zach Ripley still under pressure from Sam Shaw here over 3rd place. And I think they are working together a little bit, at least for maybe a lap longer. It was indeed Lucas Ellingham we saw putting a move on Macy Hitter as well. So Lucas Ellingham working his way up through the field here well. And this is the move for 3rd place. Sam Shaw down the inside of Zach Ripley, had a good run up the hill in the slipstream and managed to duck down the inside there. Note as well that I think Harvey Ribby has got by Mitchell Gibbons for 6th as well, so Gibbons has fallen into the clutches of the pack behind him now. He'll be looking to try and get that place back. As they come around to complete another lap. And who's that off? Is that from quite... That's the 82. So quite similar colours there to Zach Ripley, but the 82 is Christian Brooks, of course. So that's unfortunate for Christian. He's not going to have quite as strong a finish as the last race. Luke Watts still in the lead of this one, and Thomas Mills keeping him very honest, and we're getting to the point where potentially you would start to see the gloves coming off with regards to these fights towards the end. Here are your leaders. It's a bit of a gap that Luke Watts has in hand, but I think with the way the clock's ticking down, they're going to get 2 more laps of this. There's Sam Shaw ahead of Zach Ripley, and then behind them Alex Moody still defending against Harvey Reeby, but Reeby has a run on him into oblivion, and he's got the job done. Lovely stuff there, as that looks like a wheel being recovered there from one of the carts by one of our marshals. And there's an issue there, and certainly a moment, heart in the mouth moment at the very least, for Daniel Hackett, who's just dropped down 5 places. There is the missing wheel from Zaki Hussein's car. So that's what happened to him there. Presumably the wheel came off and he just spun off at turn 1, which is, I mean, I don't want to lose a wheel at any point, but that's quite a scary place to lose it, as there's a moment there between the 15 of Kieran Gohill and Mackenzie Stevens, who were battling over 25th place. They both live to fight another day, but I think Miles Turnbull is going to try and capitalise on that. Oh, action shot into Osiers there. We've got there is a gradient there, but it's not quite that steep, as Luke Watts is now on the last lap, last tour of the circuit, and I think he has enough in hand over Thomas Mills at the moment. Sam Shaw as well has pulled out a bit of a gap to Zach Ripley, so I think our top four might be decided here. Here they are. Good pick up on cams. Here's Luke Watts. Quick look over the shoulder. If you can believe it, it does feel like it's been a mildly calmer heat than Heat 2, but it's not been short of action nevertheless. Luke Watts is going to come round to take the win in Heat number 3, bagging those 36 points. Thomas Mills comes through, and look at this. Lucas Ellingham making last-minute moves. That is on Josh Agenbar, and Jude Furderhoff followed through as well there. Great little last battle there. So Luke Watts wins, Thomas Mills in second, Sam Shaw third, Zach Ripley in fourth, fifth for Harvey Reeby. Alex Moody in sixth, making up with some points for the early heat where he had to recover to the pit lane. Mitchell Gibbons in seventh. We're going to see a bit of the finish here between Lucas Ellingham and Jude Furderhoff getting through on Josh Agenbar. So there's the win for Watts, and then we're going to cut back here, and that is Ellingham going down the inside of the 18 of Josh Agenbar. Agenbar is going to be put out wide by that, and Jude Furderhoff, great opportunism. You can see a little bump of the steering wheel from Agenbar there, frustrated at how it went down, but I can understand that, but at least it didn't all come to tears. He did still bag some points.